switch us over to science attack. The road to bankruptcy. Anything you can share? Nah, it's just... yeah, other events going on, dude. Grilani, I don't hate that. So EJ, the vertical takeoff, vertical landing horse, SSTO, is that all related to Stoke? Yeah, Hawks, yes. I'm taking Chrysler's SERV and trying to figure out the thrust modulation landing system from Stoke, putting that in Kerbal, and trying to make a 100% reusable launch vehicle. SSTO. And with pad and everything, dude. I wanted to start another infrastructure project in Kerbal because those are the things that make me happy, and that's what I like doing. Yeah. Located in Huntsville. Oh, God. Please don't start the GSA auction stuff, guys. No, I can't be on that site. I will buy something. It's a mock-up of something. I don't know what it is. Don't do that. Bold and very fitting. Yeah, Hawks, I should be able to figure it out. What Stoke is doing is very cool. That's an old playground. It's an old playground. No quiero. So Theos 2 is a Thai Earth imaging satellite, and Formoset-7R is a Taiwanese weather satellite, and there's a bunch of CubeSats on board too. Is this summer car music?
Discovery, go and throttle up.
Hey, Bit, paying my space taxes. All right, cool. You expecting Ariane to bounce back today? I'll be 100% honest with you. I didn't know they still made Vegas. When they said, "Oh, it's a Vega launch," I went, no. And it's just a regular Vega. It's not Vega C, which I don't know, man. We'll see. We'll see. One of the payloads, EST Cube 2, manufactured by the University of Tartu in Estonia, aims to demonstrate deorbiting with plasma braking technology and qualify a deep space nano spacecraft platform for future missions that will use electric solar wind sails. There's one more regular Vega after this one, too. There's one more standard Vega after this one in April next year. just listening to the music. Super excited for this one. You worked on this payload, Sean? No way, dude. Hopefully better luck than Forcell 1. Yeah, their payload, they did a, yeah, water. Oops. That's cool, man. Forcell 1 lost contact with the ground station, sadly. That sucks. Nice, Hawks. There you go, man. Vega's first, second, and third stage are SRBs. It's using a hypergolic third stage that's made by Yuzhnoye in the Ukraine. Family owned a Vega in the 70s. All right. Hopefully it didn't explode like this one. I mean, it may have, but that was the Pinto, if I'm remembering right. The Dassault Falcon was used in studying polar ice. It was replaced by ISAT-2, which was the final Delta II launch. Yeah, Bill. Interesting. Yeah, the EVM. That's right. The fourth stage is a hypergol. First, second, and third stages are solid. Yo, Ty. Hey.
Discovery, go and throttle up.
That was 6 tier 1 subs. Thanks, man. All right. Thanks, brother. South in both languages. I don't know what you want to hear, dude. Nice, Ty. There you go. I rounded up the bill for you. Also slightly drunk. Hey. Gotcha, man. Skunky, that one was old. Whatever, doesn't matter. Feels odd not seeing any venting from the rocket, but that's solids for you. Yep. If solids are venting, you got a problem. That's right. Yep. Do it, Malachi. Do it. If this thing blows up, I'd still be happy to be involved with a multi-billion-dollar explosion. Now, Sean, that's the attitude I want to see. Hell yeah, man. You guys thought it was a static picture? The strobes are going off. The strobe lights on the lightning towers are going off.
Discovery, go and throttle up.
Funky, you got an 87 325. Oh, an E30. I'm jelly. Nice car. Tuna. 413 sub. Thank you. Also enjoying a lager. Cheers. It's Friday, dudes. You really think I watch the stream that closely? Okay. Alright, that's fair. I mean, kiss my ass, but alright, that's fair. Also, cheers to another satellite in the sky that will eventually imprison us on this floating rock. Yeah, cheers. Salud. The umbilical tower is boring. No, it's not. It's square. What are you, crazy? All right, here we go.
Hello and a very warm welcome to Road to Space. I'm Lisa Peterson and I'll be your host for this live commentary on Arianespace's flight VV23 on board the lightweight launcher Vega. With me in the studio to provide a deeper insight into tonight's mission is Samuel Rogers. Good evening, Samuel.
Good evening, Liz.
So two main passengers, Theos 2 and Formoset-7R Triton from Thailand and Taiwan respectively, taking to the skies for tonight's mission entitled Golden Horizon to illustrate the collaboration.
Where's the bad mic quality,
countries
man? Damn.
As they embark on their celestial journey together. An additional 10 CubeSats are also piggybacking a ride aboard the mission. Just over 20 minutes to liftoff, and we're going to go straight to the heart of the action in Jupiter Mission Control to speak to Arianespace CEO Stefan Israel. Stefan is in the fishbowl, and we'll be connecting with him anytime now. Hello, Stefan, and welcome to Road to Space.
Yeah.
Good evening, Liz, and welcome to the Jupiter Control Center.
So, Stefan, can you elaborate a bit more on tonight's mission, please?
Yes, so tonight we are going to deliver our 21st Vega, and we will have on board two main passengers. Theos 2 for Thailand. It is a satellite which has been manufactured by Airbus. And we have Formoset-7R Triton for the Taiwan Space Agency.
And of course, there are the 10 auxiliary passengers, which are piggyback riding with the cube, with the two other main passengers. So they're hitching on board Vega. What makes this mission so special?
This is exactly that. What makes this mission special is the fact that we have two main passengers, but also 10 auxiliary passengers. 6 of them are for the European Commission. And if we are able to deliver this very complex mission, it's because Vega is very versatile, and it's due to our system, which is called the SSMS system, which has flown for the first time 3 years ago in September 2020.
And so, last but not least, could you share with us the main milestones to look out for tonight?
Definitely. So we are now a few minutes before liftoff. We need the satellites to be ready. They are ready. We need the launcher to be ready, and the launcher is ready. And we need the weather to be with us, and the weather is also green tonight. So we are going to lift off at 10:36. We will have the separation of the two main passengers after 53 minutes. And after 1 hour and 43 minutes, we will have the separation of the 10 auxiliary passengers.
So, you guys told me to post that link in the NSF chat. So Das is not on board with buying it, but Chris is on board with buying it. Jack said he'd sell a kidney. So, I mean, hey, that's halfway there. That's not bad.
Yes, so first, Vega lift will take place from the Guyana Space Center in South America towards north. It will be triggered
Chris
by
said,
the
I want a
ignition
damn
of
NSF
P-80,
plane. I'm like,
which is the first solid stage of the Vega launcher. It will burn for about 2 minutes, and then a separation command will be sent to cut out the stage and separate it. This will be followed by the ignition of the second stage, Zefiro 23, which will take over from the P-80 and continue increasing the launcher speed. It will then be separated, and this time it is the Zefiro 9.
They know that there's a world in the way from their, all right.
Fairing, which was protecting the satellites across the atmosphere. Then the third stage, Zefiro 9, will be separated. And next comes an important step, the first ignition of the upper stage, the AVUM, which is a rather special stage because it uses liquid propellant. It will be shut down about 7 minutes later, and we will have then a long phase known as the ballistic phase, which will lead us over
He was like,
Australia,
no, we
where
shouldn't do
we
that.
will carry out the
Chris was
second
like,
ignition
yep.
of the AVUM. Shortly after, we'll separate simultaneously Theos 2 and Formoset-7R, and at the same time, as you see. Then we'll reignite the AVUM upper stage for the third time to reduce the orbit altitude, and after this burn, we'll wait for another ballistic phase to take us over Cuba, where we can have the fourth ignition of the AVUM and the separation of the CubeSats.
That's going to be a long mission.
Thank you so much for all of that. Super clear. Liftoff scheduled in just over 15 minutes' time. We'll be hearing all the major milestones of tonight's mission that Samuel has just been telling us about. We'll be hearing them from the mouth of the Range Operations Manager, or the DDO, as we call him in Kourou. Tonight it's Axel Zerg, and next to him is tonight's mission director, Bruno Hérin.
That guy is the chef. He cooks all the food for everybody, I think. It said Chef de Mission, so I would assume that, you know, that's the guy cooking all the food. It's not that at all. It's the mission director.
Discovery, go and
Triton, a Taiwan-developed weather satellite, also known as Wind Hunter, is a remarkable feat of modern technology. It is set to revolutionize the understanding of our planet, from the depths of the oceans to the height of the atmosphere. This mission payload, co-developed by the Taiwan Space...
This rocket is being operated by Arianespace. It's an Italian rocket, and this is Arianespace is French, and they're doing the cast in English with French subtitles. I just thought I'd point that out.
Formoset-7 and Triton embody Taiwan's dedication, pushing the boundary of space exploration. As we forge ahead, we are confident that Triton's contribution will transcend borders, enriching Taiwan and the global scientific community. Together, we embark on an exciting era of cosmic explorations and groundbreaking innovations.
One of Triton's key missions is to provide observations over ocean areas prone to severe weather systems. In an era where climate issues are at the forefront of global concern, Triton plays a crucial role gathering essential data on sea surface roughness to retrieve wind speeds. Its real-time data transmission capabilities allow scientists to track events of natural disasters with unparalleled precision and to predict typhoon intensity, as Taiwan is greatly affected by typhoons every year. Triton can provide nearly 70,000 observations in these areas in a single day.
The launch of Triton demonstrates Taiwan has the capacity to independently design, manufacture, and operate satellites. Taiwan is one of the most reliable international partners in the industry of space technology.
Triton's data collection is not just about understanding our planet, it's about safeguarding it for future generations.
And we'll be taking a closer look at our second main passenger shortly. But first, we'd like to point out a panel which is very important in Jupiter Mission Control, a panel all eyes are focused on ahead of the mission, Samuel.
Yeah, it's a panel that summarizes all the status of all the systems and subsystems that are necessary and needed to achieve this launch. You can see it on the right of the screen. It's like a traffic light. If it's green, you can go ahead. If it's red, you'd better stop. For instance, we can have a red status. It could come from the weather or the lightning risk we are looking at, or if there is any trouble with the antennas which are following the launcher. Of course, the satellite and the launcher have also their parameters which are monitored, and they can raise a red if need be in case of trouble.
Absolutely. So, as I said, we're now going to check out the other main passenger, Earth observation satellite Theos 2.
Where are they launching from? Kourou, French
Today
Guiana.
on board Vega is Theos 2, the latest advancement in Thailand's Earth observation satellite program, developed in partnership with the aerospace giant Airbus Defence and Space. Theos 2 satellite, short for Thailand Earth Observation Satellite 2, is part of the second generation of Thailand's GISTA Earth observation system, succeeding the highly successful Theos 1.
After operating the Theos-1 satellite for around 15 years, Thailand decided to renew its partnership with Airbus with the Theos-2 program. Theos-2 is a very compact satellite providing images with a 50 centimeter resolution. The satellite is also very agile, meaning it can take many pictures over a large area.
Theos-2 will capture very high-resolution images of the Earth's surface with great detail and accuracy. These images provide invaluable data for a wide range of applications, from agriculture and forestry management to disaster response and urban planning. In daily life, data allows for a precise and thematic mapping of cities. In crisis situations, the satellite can deliver real-time images to respond to climate emergencies in high-risk areas.
This achievement results from a 5-year collaboration between JISA and Airbus. Theos-2 represents the next big leap in Thailand Earth observation capabilities with endless possibilities. Theos-2 opens the door to promising business partners, both local and global scale. We look forward to the positive impact of this very high resolution satellite for our communities, environment, and the entire world.
In an era marked by environmental challenges, Thailand, with its partner of choice Airbus, demonstrates how international collaboration can help to address global issues. Theos-2 will help strengthen Thailand's national space industry and economy, making the nation one of the few in the world with sovereign access to very high-resolution geostrategic information.
And as we were saying, below our main passengers are 10 CubeSats, which will be released about 50 minutes after Theos-2 and Triton, thanks to a specifically designed dispenser called SSMS, as Stefan was telling us.
Guys, I'm going to run the ads here. I want to run the ads so nobody gets... I'm going to run the pre-rolls now. I don't like doing it, but I'm going to do it so nobody gets ads during the launch. I hate ads. I don't like doing this. But... clicking on the seeing the thumbnail for a rocket launch, clicking on the stream, and then seeing like a tacos ad. I mean, tacos are nice, but we're here for the rockets, you know. So I'm gonna run it, dudes.
We had an hexagonal module supporting a main passenger and carrying also auxiliary passengers. And today, this time, we have 2 satellites on the upper platform and 4 CubeSat deployers on the hexagonal module.
And 6 of our CubeSats were deployed as part of the European Space Agency's in-orbit demonstration and validation program. Let's check it out.
Yeah, me too, good fella.
The European Commission is currently at the forefront of pioneering space technology, thanks to its orbit demonstration IOD and in-orbit validation IOV missions. The 6 satellites flying today will enable new technologies to be tested and gain flight heritage. The European Commission provides free-of-charge services for aggregation aboard satellites, launch and operations with the support of ESA. The IOD-IOV services not only drive scientific discovery, but also contribute to the growth of industries, to improving the everyday lives of individual citizens, and to the resilience of our planet. They enable scientists and engineers to verify the performance of innovative instruments and provide students with invaluable experience in real-world space programs.
Great day for U-Space. Today with Vega, we are boosting our scientific and technological leadership. Vega has embarked 6 satellites that have benefited from the in-orbit validation, in-orbit demonstration program of the European Union. In total, these are 9 experiments that we put into orbit from universities, research centers, and SMEs covering space, science, technology, population, or space environment. And coming from 5 countries: Belgium, Spain, Estonia, France, and Czechia. This is Europe by excellence. Indeed, we give the chance to new space companies as we are procuring the satellite from a very innovative company, EasySpace, in the Netherlands. This is also a new territory for the Commission. For the first time ever, we have aggregated a set of different technologies and experiments on 2 CubeSats that we have called Syndeo 1 and Syndeo 2. Syndeo is the Greek name for putting together, connecting, because this is what we do, building bridges across Europe.
Amongst the 9 IOD-IOV experiments on board Vega is S-Cube-2. This 3-unit CubeSat satellite, conceived by a group of students from the University of Tartu in Estonia, will gather scientific data on vegetation and test a new method to help keep space clean of debris. Another one is ANSWER, a cluster of 3 satellites from the Spanish Institute of Aerospace Technology, INTA, working together to study and monitor the quality of water in the reserves of the Iberian Peninsula.
This is the first step. Our IOD-IOV program will continue to grow. Stay tuned.
Hopefully the ads stick up all
And
that.
in addition to the 6 IOD-IOV CubeSats already mentioned in the movie there are 4 more on board. Samuel, you can tell us a little bit more about them.
Yes, of course. So there is NES first for CNES, the French space agency, with a demonstrator to detect and localize interfering emissions on the Earth. Then there is PRETI for Graz University in Austria. Then MAXSAT for OQ Technology in Luxembourg. And finally, we have PVCC for Aerospace Lab and ESA. And these CubeSats embark a wide range of payloads or demonstrators.
And on the ground in Kourou, the teams are really hard at work as we prepare for liftoff. And very near to the actual Vega launch pad is the Vega Launch Center. You could just see before Jupiter Mission Control. And here we are in the Vega Launch Center, the so-called CDL. It's a bit like a cockpit on the ground, right?
Yes, exactly. There are several teams in Guyana. In fact, they are the one in Jupiter building, which is kind of the control tower of the Guyana Space Center. And you have the Vega Launch Center on the screen here. So it's a building called Pandora, and it's located in the Centre Technique, very close to Jupiter, in fact. Inside this building, you can find all the launcher and launch complex operations teams, as well as the technical authorities. And this team, as you see, manage and monitor all the last-minute operations leading to the launch up to the very last second.
So here you go. You see the teams hard at work, and we're going to be hearing in the next few seconds one of the very important milestones of tonight's mission. That's the start of the synchronized sequence.
Attention pour la séquence finale lanceur.
There we go.
Stand by for the final count.
Top à 0-4 minutes.
T-minus 4 minutes.
Here we have it. -4 to liftoff. We've just heard the DDO announce the start of the synchronized sequence. What does it mean, Samuel?
It's a very important step because it marks the start of the final phase that will prepare for takeoff and gradually give the launcher full autonomy to proceed with the liftoff. So it includes several sub-steps, such as the loading of the takeoff time and the flight program software inside the launcher onboard computer. At the end of this synchronized sequence, the launcher is completely autonomous to carry out the final operations.
Hey, we figured out where that dock was the other day.
The launch pad, but actually the first parts arrived in Kourou back in June.
Yes, back in June by sea, as you've seen on the screen, at the port of Kourou, and were then transported by road to the Space Center. Then the PAT first stage, as you see on the screen, arrives on the launch pad. It's hoisted and integrated into the mobile gantry. Yeah. Then we have the second stage, VV23, which is lifted and assembled on the PAT. And step by step, we are building an assembly of solid rocket boosters with the VV09 last step coming on top of VV23. Finally, it's the AVUM upper stage, which arrives in a container, and it's integrated on top of the VV09 stage.
Oh, bro, 747
As for the
cargo.
satellites, Theos 2 arrived by plane in August and was prepared in special facilities, clean rooms with a very controlled atmosphere. And there were a number of operations that were carried out in autonomy. Then Theos was integrated onto its adapter and filled with propellants. You can see the special suits we have used. For Formosat, it arrived in Guyana by plane in July, and it followed a similar path with preparation, integration onto its adapter, and propellant filling.
Those guys with those what looks like those space suits, not these dudes with just the hairnets and the jumpsuits, right? The guys that have the space suits on, they're actually not called space suits, they're scape suits. And what they're doing is they're fueling up the satellite with hypergolic fuels, monomethylhydrazine and dinitrogen tetroxide. those are fuels that stay liquids on orbit for long periods of time. They're not the most efficient fuels, but what they lack in efficiency, they make up for in simplicity. When monomethylhydrazine and nitrogen tetroxide hit each other, they explode. They're also really bad for you, hence why they're wearing those spacesuits. When you see the guys in the spacesuits around the satellites, that means they're fueling it up. That means they're putting gas in it.
DDO is going to announce the 1 minute mark ahead of liftoff. You can see people here in Jupiter making their way to the terraces. The lucky few who get to see the launch live from Jupiter's
Attention pour moins
terraces.
d'une minute.
This is the mission director. Almost at 1 minute.
Top à 0 moins 1 minute.
T-minus 1 minute.
Samuel and I are going to interrupt our commentary now and let you sit back and enjoy the launch.
Yeah, Vin, but you said you hate to wear a spacesuit at the gas station, but you'd like it. Don't lie. Alright, dudes, let's see what we got. Stand by.
À tous de DDO, attention pour le décompte final.
Stand by for the final count. This is live, Smoke, yep.
À tous de DDO, arrêt du temps des comptes suite à un rouge, autorisation de lancement. La chronologie est définitivement arrêtée pour aujourd'hui.
Yeah, something went red.
So
It's off the screen,
it
I
seems
can't
there
see
has
it.
been a red. So a red is it's not bad news for our launcher or for our passengers. As we said, they are safe and sound under the fairing. It is one of those moments that happen when, for one reason or another, which we will be able to fill you in with, and Samuel might be able to give us a few explanations. We have decided to halt, to stop the launch for tonight, and another date will be set soon. So Samuel, what could this be? What's this red?
In fact, there are several facts that could lead to a red, as we said earlier. So it could be the launch base. Just waiting for what he's saying, or the antennas who are following the launcher, or the launcher itself. And here it's coming from the ensemble de lancement, so the whole launch base. So as we know, there are many means necessary to operate the launcher, and here it seems that one system is not ready. So we don't want to take the risk to launch the Vega today if something is not ready to operate. So that's why there is a red here.
Keeping the passengers safe.
So what happens is when they go into the final count, when they go into the sequencer initiation, basically the software that runs the rocket. One thing that the software does is check for things. Okay, it checks for things. It checks to make sure stuff is at the right temperature, stuff's at the right pressure. You know, that all the software on like the satellites are running correctly. Like, it's checking the weather. It's checking everything. It checks all that in real time. That's what we are go for auto sequencer start. That's what that's doing. That basically the computer is looking for stuff now. What happened is when they entered the final count, so when they entered the last 30 seconds, the computer found something it didn't like. That's all that says right there. It's the auto sequencer. So the software, the program that guides Vega into space, software, found something it didn't like. That's not going to say exactly what that is, but yeah, that could be a lot of things.
New launch date for our Vega for this VV23 mission. Right, so we'll just stay live with you for now. We're going to wait and see whether we'll be hearing from Stéphane Israël. I'm sure he is very busy right now dealing on the ground with what there is to deal with. So just stay tuned, and we'll let you know shortly whether we'll be hearing from Stéphane right away. Otherwise, of course, as soon as we have news, we'll be giving it to you on our social media platforms. So stay with us for now. We'll be back shortly.
Okay. Yeah, so once again, autre authorization lancement, I think I'm saying that right, is the auto sequencer. That's the computers. The computer found something it didn't want. So just out of curiosity, how much is a delay like this in terms of cash? 500K, 1 million. Is the customer paying for this rocket? Rocket sales are contractual, Cobb, so there's probably some nomenclature in the contractual agreement between Theos 2, Formoset-7, and all the CubeSats on board about price. Most of the time, a scrub like this doesn't cost the customer anything. It's just operating costs.
So we're back with you. So just a quick reminder, there has been a red, which means, of course, that we cannot launch tonight. Again, as I was saying, no risk for our passengers. They are safe and sound, as you can see, under the fairing of our launcher, which is on the pad. Samuel, as we were saying, of course, the red is actually good news for our passengers because it means we're taking zero risks, right?
Yes, exactly. We prefer avoiding any launch attempt in case there is any failure of any mean necessary to make the launch. So here, apparently, it's on the launch base, so it's better avoiding an attempt tonight.
Yeah, and it's one of the ones that's the most difficult to explain. A weather red is easier because we can say, well, risk of lightning. Here, we actually don't have the precise information as to what the reason might be, so do stay connected on our social media platforms. We will be giving you any news we have as soon as we have it, and of course we'll be keeping you informed on a new launch date for our Vega mission VV23, so stay tuned. We're going to now be handing back for now, wishing you a great evening for what's left of it, and hopefully see you again soon. Bye-bye, Samuel.
See you soon. Bye-bye.
Goodbye to all of you, and thank you for being with us live here tonight.
Oh, you're quite welcome. Yeah, 52, you see a plane. I don't know. I didn't see anything, dude, but I think... Let's see. Yeah, somebody's flying around over there. But, yeah, I mean, yeah, a range constraint could be one of those things, but I'm pretty sure the range constraint is a different red window on there, W. Bye, Sarah. Yeah, right. Ah, so personal. Yeah, that's right. Constellation. Not seeing anything on the radar. Yeah. Announcement. French. I can listen to it. I can't speak it or freaking read it. Not good at that. Not good at it. Not good. If it was in the range, Salverga. Sata keeping. Wow. Yeah, all systems. I can listen. I can hear French. I can't read it, and I'm not very good at speaking it either. So speaking of Sarah, Starfield for a bit, maybe kill some Varoons. Yeah, Tessa, I'll see you there. No, I'm good, man. I got a long weekend ahead of me, and not a good kind of a long weekend. So, yeah, fellas, we will pick up.
Discovery, go at throttle up.
We will pick up the catching 76 months. The EU fails Spanish independent launch is hilarious. Good day for space. Oof. I wanted to get 3 launches today, but yeah, we started the day with Protoflight and then PLD with Mura 1, and tried to get a Vega launch in, but didn't do it. Jay, no. You forgot Virgin Galactic. Oh, yeah. Yeah, they did launch too, huh? Anyway, and before the next Vega launch is Sunday night. You know it's going to be. All right, dudes. Well, that's where I'm going to leave you for the night. I'm going to go hang with Remo for a little while. I got a lot to do this weekend. So once again, Monday, I'm not going to be here during the day. So pretty much not going to be here yet. So I need a 3-day, and I know we're just jumping back into this Kerbal project, but on Tuesday we'll hit it guns blazing with the SERV Stoke Space project. So yeah, I got real life stuff to do. So let's go look around and see who's streaming. Oh yeah, Etel's playing Hearts of Iron, and guys, oh yeah, that's the other thing. There's a Hearts of Iron expansion coming out. Damn it. And you can, I was watching Etel. You can become an arms dealer. Your country can just make more guns than everybody else and then sell them to people. That's not good. That's not good. Your boy is gonna wanna. I'm gonna wanna play that. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's Alex is showing me last night, and I'm like, oh no, oh no. Anyway, let's go right at Tal. He's playing Hearts of Iron. Let's see what he's up to, dudes. He's a good dude. Go raid him. He's an excellent streamer. He'll take good care of you on your Friday night. So once again, dudes, I will see you guys all on Tuesday. I'll try to pop in over the weekend, but yeah, I have some real life commitments that I have to take care of this weekend. So, yeah, I don't know what you're talking about, Tessa. Are you jelly? Because if you are jelly, then yeah, that is what I'm talking about. Anyway, go see what Etel's up to, guys. I'll see you guys on Tuesday. I'll try to pop in if I can, but no guarantees. So, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you guys then. I hope you have a great weekend. Good night.